how are you today? Welcome to Kim's Kitchen. I like the sound of that. Today I am going to show you how I make my grilled marinated shrimp. Now, disclaimer, these are not my recipes. They are recipes from the internet that I might have tweaked or just put our little spin on it. So I'm gonna explain all of that to you. Now, this grilled marinated shrimp recipe is very special to us. It is one of our family favorites, but it was introduced to us by very close family friends. Lex and her daughters and wonderful husband, they come and visit us down to the shore every year. And this was a recipe that they made and brought to us. So it has been one of our favorites, like I said. So let's get started. First of all, it calls for a cup of oil. However, I don't like to use that much oil. We are going to use maybe half a cup of oil because I don't think you need that much. It goes a long way. So I'm going to use my measuring cup to put all the ingredients in. And this thing is a wonder. I love this little tool because it is great for when you're drizzling oil over either my hummus that I make or mozzarella with fresh basil and tomato because it doesn't come out too much. So let's just start with a half a cup of oil. Then one of the things I have learned a lot from the Food Network, which was my favorite channel while my kids were small, was how to chop things. So one thing I learned was if you get a big knife like this, and if you keep the top down and you just keep going back and forth over what you want to chop, you can get really small pieces. I've always wanted to be a chef, but I never went to culinary school, just so you know. So I am not trained. I am a stay-at-home mom, a work-from-home mom that just likes to cook and learn things. So I'm gonna put that in the oil. What this is it's a quarter cup of chopped fresh parsley. My parsley plant is beautiful right now. I also like to add a little bit of fresh basil because I have that. And the recipe also calls for 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. Now, the other thing I learned from Rachel Ray is who needs measuring spoons? I'm just gonna eyeball it. That's what her words, eyeball, I'm gonna eyeball it. So that's oregano. Now, it also calls for 3 cloves of garlic. I didn't take the wrapper off too because I wanna show you a little trick. You may already know this, but I learned this as well. How to get that wrapper off in an easy way. You're gonna take the flat part of your knife and you're just gonna bang. It's also great when you wanna get out some frustrations, right? There we go. And it comes right off. The other thing is too, you gotta cut off the top there. Here, an easy peasy piece of garlic. And I'm gonna use my same cutting techniques that I just showed you. I'm gonna put them all together like this. And just keep the knife down and go over. And sometimes I challenge myself to see how fast I can go without chopping off my fingers, because that is always a possibility. So, I got that. I'm gonna scoop it up with my knife, stick it in my measuring cup marinade bowl. And then, what else do we need? Oh, so you get a lemon. Now, if any of you have lemons in your refrigerator, I recommend you take them out because you can get more juice out of them when they are warm. The other thing you do is roll it. See how I'm doing that? Gets all the juices going in there, and you'll get more in your bowl than left in the lemon. If they are cold and you didn't have time to warm them up, just stick them in the microwave for like 10 seconds, and they will juice so much better. So this recipe also calls for 1 lemon juiced. I have a big sucker here. I don't know where I got this from, but it's huge. But the lemon really adds a lot to the shrimp. I hope you guys like this recipe. But my son, my oldest son, is a seafood lover. We call him the expensive child because every time we go out to an Italian restaurant, what does he want? Lobster. He'll eat the whole lobster dish. But that's okay because he eats and I don't mind. Plus he'll eat the whole, it's a spaghetti dish. I mean, it's really good for him. So anyway, so we're gonna put the lemon juice in that. What's next? I need 2 tablespoons of hot pepper sauce. You can leave that out if your family isn't a spicy family. Mine isn't, however, I am going to add a little bit. I'm not gonna add as 2 tablespoons, just a little, few squirts in there. And then the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. How many of you have tomato paste in your pantry all the time? Not me. So what do I substitute that with? Ketchup. Who doesn't have ketchup? Why not? It's tomato based. It doesn't matter. It's a marinade. Don't worry about it. So it says 1 tablespoon. I'm just gonna go squirt. That looks good. Okay. Now 1 teaspoon of salt. And this is so easy. That I am gonna measure. 1 teaspoon of salt. I love having these little ramekins. And you need a teaspoon of ground black pepper, which I'm gonna stick in there as well. And that's it for the ingredients. How easy is that? Now the shrimp, here's the trick. So this recipe calls for 2 pounds of large shrimp peeled and deveined with the tails attached. However, when our friends Lex first made this recipe for us, they left the I don't want to call it skin on, the peel. Because I actually made this without the peel once, and I found it was way too salty tasting, too much marinade flavor, so I recommend actually doing what they did, and we leave the tails on now, or the peel on, and you just get easy peel shrimp. The other thing is, it's great when you're grilling, because you are going to grill these. I think it really protects the shrimp on the grill. They don't dry out, they're a lot moister, and then the best part is when we're eating them, we're sitting around as a family just peeling away, chatting, and just make sure you have some extra napkins around because you will need them. So here's what we do. So that's the shrimp. I'm gonna put it all in a plastic bag, right? And we're gonna stick all the marinade in this lovely bag. First, I have to whisk this sucker with a fork. This is what we're eating today for dinner. I think I might make some rice and some veggies, and we'll see. But then I gotta make something else for Marco because he doesn't eat shrimp. Like, who's with me, right? It's, how many meals a day do you make? Everyone's like, just make and eat what you make. Well, I don't know. I don't do that. I'm that mom. It's terrible. Now, you don't want to put all the marinade in here. You want to save a little bit because you're going to baste afterward. So we're going to put most of it in. I'll just save a little bit just for basting. And that is it. How simple is that? So now, put it in a bag. And you're going to just mush, mush, mush. Mush, mush, mush. This is the fun part. This is what I should get the kids to do, but they're outside right now, so I don't know about it. Okay. Then I just leave it in a bowl. And this has to marinate for 2 hours. So the timing right now is perfect for when we're gonna have dinner. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna use a skewer and you're gonna skewer them. So what I found actually is the easiest way to skewer a shrimp, I should have showed you this before, is if you hold it in a C shape and you go through the body that way, and then it lays flat on the grill like that. So I hope that's a helpful tip to you. But anyway, that's it. That's what's for dinner. I hope that was helpful. Please, if you make it, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. But thank you for not minding me hopping on a little bit early because the kids are out and it's quiet in here, so I wanted to just get it done. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Maybe you can make it this weekend for barbecue or something. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.